everybody, in this video today we're going to talk a little bit about the walkability of downtown Indianapolis, especially when it's related to sports. We all know that Indianapolis is a pretty big sports town, but exactly why that is and getting into the details of it is kind of a topic for certainly another video another day. But we're going to just get into exactly how walkable this particular portion of downtown is. Downtown Indianapolis is actually bigger than what people think, and the borders that define it are a little bit wider than what people think. But Indianapolis downtown proper, like right here where I am in front of Bankers Life Fieldhouse, where the Pacers and the Fever play, how close is this to where the Colts play or where the Indianapolis Indians play or any of the other attractions that you have here in downtown? So we're going to explore that a little bit today in this video, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, I'm Jason Compton with the Compton Home Group. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Indianapolis or any of the surrounding metro at all, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. Now, we get phone calls and reach outs, emails, texts from people living all over the country with questions about Indianapolis, what it's like to live here, what the downtown's like, and of course what all of the suburbs and the surrounding metro is like. So if you have questions at all about any of those things or anything Indianapolis related, then don't hesitate to reach out to us any way that you know how. We'll always have your back with those questions. We'll certainly have your back when it comes time for you to make your move to Indianapolis. Okay, so like in this video, I said that we're gonna talk about the walkability of downtown Indianapolis, and it's kind of a big deal. It's actually one of the things that Indianapolis is really known for, is the fact that its downtown is really, really compact. Now, there's some truth to that, and then there's not a lot of truth to that too. The actual downtown, the defined definition of downtown, is bigger than what really a lot of people think, but downtown proper is very compact and it is very walkable. So if you like restaurants, if you like any kind of entertainment that Indianapolis could offer, like nightlife, museums, and of course sports, you can come to downtown Indianapolis and spend really a full day down here and never have to get back into your car. Now, of course, there are other cities that are like that, where you could park and then pretty much be entertained for the entire day, but Indianapolis is one of those cities. So we'll use some of the big sports complexes today just as our examples, but I'm right here in front of Bankers Life Fieldhouse, which is a huge stadium, and this is where the Indiana Pacers play. It's where the Indiana Fever plays. There are concerts that happen here throughout the year and different shows. It's a pretty big venue in Indianapolis, but it's located right in downtown, of course. So if you were to, let's say, go to a restaurant downtown and you have to walk over here, it should be really fairly easy to do. But what we're gonna do here in this video is just start here at Bankers Life, and let's say it's early in the season and you catch a Pacers game here and you got a Colts game to go to, or you want a local restaurant or bar and watch a Colts game and you want to be kind of close to it. So what kind of walk are you going to have? Or you go to a Colts game and then that night you got a Pacers game to hit. So if you actually just park in the parking garage here or any of the parking garages around, obviously a pretty short walk here to Bankers Life, but walking over to Lucas Oil, what's it going to be like? And of course, you really might want to know, because during the NFL season, the NBA season, that's the winter. So when you're walking around big distances, you think you might be pretty miserable. And actually, it's a spring day here right now, but it's actually kind of rainy. So of course, this would be a time where you probably don't want to be walking super long distances. So we're gonna take a walk from here down to Lucas Oil and just kind of see what we run into and how long it takes. One of the things to note as I'm walking from Bankers Life over to Lucas Oil, kind of having to watch where I go here. I'm walking down Georgia Street, west on Georgia Street. And the time of year is pretty unique because, again, Indy's a pretty big sports town, and you'll see all these March Madness banners around the Final Four. This video is being filmed in 2021. Indianapolis is hosting the NCAA Men's Final Four this year. And Indianapolis does that roughly and has every 5 or 6 years since 1991. So Lucas Oil is where the games are played, so you could be walking over there during this particular time of year. They used to be played at the RCA Dome, but the RCA Dome is no longer there, where the Colts used to play. But anyway, walking west on Georgia, and we'll be over there to Lucas Oil in just a few minutes. All right, it's been roughly 5 minutes, 48 seconds since I left Bankers Life, and now I'm heading south, and I can see Lucas Oil pretty easily. I mean, it is right there. So I turn, there it is. So in order to get to the gates to get in, you gotta be a little bit closer than that, of course. But I'm gonna walk south here. As soon as I get past the convention center, which is over here on my right, under bridge, the Crown Plaza Hotel, then we'll be right there. So, we're talking, by the time I get there, under 10 minutes, just straight walking. And I went down Georgia and had to cross, of course, a busy street here or there, but didn't take very long. All right, here we are, first stop. And of course, you can see it's the Final Four going on here right now, or at least pretty close to it. And it took me 8 minutes, 46 seconds to get right here. And you just have to walk across the street to the gate. This is the north end, but that is not very long. And it's a kind of a sprinkly day, a little bit wet. You can probably see it on my jacket a little bit, so I'm glad it wasn't a long walk. So coming from here over this way, I mean, you are just in an area that is completely stuffed with things to do and restaurants. So you're not on the outskirts trying to get to a sporting event, or any event for that matter. We're just kind of using some of the big landmarks, the big sporting event venues or concert venues that you're going to have in downtown Indianapolis. Now, the next one though, here from Lucas Oil, just to the west, close to White River State Park, it's where the Indianapolis Indians play. So that's the AAA baseball team for the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're gonna see what it's like to walk from here just over to the west to really what is the next biggest sports venue in Indianapolis. There we go, a walk from Lucas Oil to Victory Field. Traffic's a little bit loud here on West Street. This is kind of a busy street. I am at Victory Field, center field gate, and turn around, you can see the JW Marriott Hotel there behind me, and obviously right now the Final Four is the big thing going on. Although filming this today, this is just a Tuesday and not a whole lot's going on right now, so it's not exceptionally crowded down here, but during the games, when the regionals are being played here, of course the Final Four, this place will be super crowded. But here is the center field gate, and that took me all of 6 minutes, 52 seconds to walk up here from Lucas Oil. So is it walkable? Yeah. Is it compact? Yeah, definitely. So where I parked though, so let's say you're here for the day, I actually parked way back to the east at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. So if I came to a game here, Indians game, or a concert, I've actually had concerts here before too, which is kind of a neat place to see one. But even better is White River State Park, which is right behind me. You can actually see down that way and see the structure, and used to be the lawn, now it's the amphitheater. That is a fantastic place to see a concert locally. So I'm gonna make my way from here back to my car, and obviously I'm gonna have to walk. So we're gonna see how long this takes. And now I'm back, right back, pretty close to where I parked, back over here at Bankers Life. So it took me 10 minutes, 38 seconds to walk from Victory Field all the way back over here. So pretty good example this week and next week, actually when this video is being shot, for the 2021 NCAA Men's Final Four, and just how cool a spot this is actually for hosting something like that. But not just that, but the fact that Indianapolis is a sports town. It has some incredible venues right here, all within walking distance. So when people say it's compact, it's walkable, and they're telling you the truth, unless you just don't like to walk 10-ish minutes or something like that. Plus, plenty to do in between all of those areas. So if you have questions about downtown Indianapolis or any place in Indianapolis or the surrounding areas at all, then don't hesitate to reach out any way that you know how. And until the next one, we'll see you later.